Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien speaking on Friday, May 3rd, TGIF. Me and my friend Bubba here. Though Bubba's waiting for his friend the Blue Jay. And we're just pondering today. I have to do a second video on Watergate versus Demogate Part 2 because of yesterday. I know very few of you saw that Senate Judiciary Committee where they summoned Attorney General Barr to testify. And the Democrats were using their stupid self. The Republicans were no much better in there. And Mr. Barr, well, he took the defense instead of the offense and saying that he should have said was, well, I'm the Attorney General. You guys want somebody to go after the president? Your House Judiciary Committee is the one that does that. Just tell me what to do. But, Congress can't tell him what to do, and he can't come back and give the information to the Congress. The Congress wants impeachment, the Congress has to get it. And here it is, Watergate versus Demogate, Part 2. For Miss Pelosi, what are you doing sticking your 2 cents in this? House Speaker Carl Albert never did. And where is your House Judiciary Committee Chairman, Mr. Naylor? Peter Rodino was 10 times the guy he is, and the reason why is he never thought of the Archibald Cox investigation as the smoking gun that was going to bring everything else, just like your committee was waiting for the Mueller investigation. He never waited for that. Come on. You Democrats have watermelons for brains. And here's the difference between you and Watergate. And the reason I call you Demogate instead of Trumpygate is because you guys are turning it into a fiasco. Number one, the number one team you should have on your side is the American people. Do you? No. Because over 60% of the American people do not want impeachment. You look at Richard Nixon, you had over 80% of the people that wanted impeachment. And the reasons are this. Number one, you always get the American people on board. You never bother even to do that. Number two, on Watergate, Chairman Rodino had his own course, independent from Archibald Cox investigation. And by the way, Watergate started as an investigation of a third-rate break-in by plumbers. Same as the Russia investigation was a third-rate investigation of the Russians hacking with a disastrous FBI in there. And I mean disastrous. So there you go. Then, Watergate had something that you guys have, but you haven't found the equivalent. Watergate, Deep Throat, tapes, Archibald Cox, 1, 2, 3. What's your equivalent to that? Well, Deep Throat and Watergate, most people say, was Alexander Haig. In my opinion, it was Robert Bork, because he had an axe to grind. He didn't get his Supreme Court seat when he fired Archibald Cox. So he was left in the lurch. Nixon knew that. That he wasn't going to give him anything because he couldn't. Anyway, okay. Number two, that was Deep Throat there. Deep Throat for President Trump. Well, it could be Hope Hicks. But you guys never went after her, did you? No. Well, tough luck, Democrats. Then you had tapes. And the equivalent today, tweets. You never went to a judge like John J. Sirica and asked for definition of tweeting. Whether a president has the right to do that if it's legal and take it up to the Supreme Court if you had to, you never did that. Strike two for you Democrats here. And yay for the Democrats in 1974. And like I said, I hate both you and the Republicans. And I'm saying yay for the Democrats in 1974. Okay? Number 3, Archibald Cox. He got fired. And right off the bat, Democrats, some from the judiciary, others from the House, went to a judge, Gerald Giselle, and asked if that was a unlawful firing, which he determined it was. Notice it never went to the Supreme Court. Then, what's today's equivalent? Well, President Trump tried to fire Mr. Mueller, but Don McGahn stopped him. But the equivalent to the firing here is Sally Yates. You guys never went to a judge and say, if Miss Yates firing illegal or not? So you see, Democrats, especially you House Judiciary Committee members, and especially Chairman Naylor, this is the favorite alien talking to you and saying, you had it made. You dropped the ball, so too little, too late. You never got the American people on board, which you should have in the first place. And the way to do that was just like they did when they fired Archibald Cox. And when he fired Miss Yates, that would have put the American people on your side. But you never did. You never count them. You think they're dumb. And that's why you Democrats are called dum-dums. This is your favorite alien signing off saying, you reap what you sow. So now wait for 2020. And those deplorables are going to beat you guys to a pulp. So lose another election, Democrats, and you have only you guys to blame. Favorite alien signing off.